Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm basically looking to give you my lineup of England versus Ukraine at Euro 2021 in the quarter-final. So I know this is a bit late, it's only a few hours before the game, but I'm just hype about it, so I wanted to put this out here. Now you're probably already going to see a couple of controversial picks, but I just thought we can't go with a back five against Ukraine or a back three against Ukraine. Like, that was understandable against Germany because they play that formation and they're a good team. So ultimately, we knew it was going to be a difficult game. So I think it was fair enough to play with quite a defensive formation. But with this one, I do think we should go back to our 4-2-3-1. Like I've said before, that I would prefer us to play a 4-3-3, but I don't think we're going to go with that. So I'm going to say that we should line up with a 4-2-3-1. So Pickford obviously has to stay in goal. I think you want to keep the back four as consistent as possible. Obviously, Harry Maguire and Stones, I thought they were both excellent, actually. So, it could have been Tyrone Mings and Stones, but I thought Maguire and Stones is a good pair. Obviously, Kyle Walker was playing as one of the centre-backs in the last game, and he was going into midfield a lot. So I think he'll play right back, and he'll still be able to do the same thing. He'll be able to venture forward, but also cover the centre-backs. Luke Shaw at left back is an absolute shoo-in. There's no debate for me. Both of him and Walker deserve to start over Kieran Trippier. So it should be Luke Shaw. Look, he was part of both goals that we created. He was doing excellent things both going forward and defensively. So Luke Shaw is being one of our best players at the moment. So he has to stay at left back. Rice and Phillips has been a solid arse combination. Like, Rice is just such a good sort of interceptor, if that makes sense. Like, he makes good interceptions. He kind of gets in the right position all the time, whereas Phillips is just a bit of an animal. Like, he just goes around, he can get forward a little bit, he makes tackles everywhere, he can win the ball back in the opposition half. And yeah, they're a good combination, and I don't think, now that we know that's working, whilst the 4-3-3 would be what I would ultimately prefer us to do, I think you can't discount the way that those two have worked well together, so we have to keep that consistent, in my opinion, right? So then the three in front of that is fairly obvious to me. Like, I actually prefer Mason Mount to any of these three players here in Sterling, Grealish and Saka. But Saka brings something to the table. Like, he tries to take players on. He really does. He just gets the ball and he'll try to go, and he works really hard. So I've picked Saka on the right wing. Sterling is, he scored 3 out of the 4 goals that we've got in this competition. So whilst some people are asking for Sterling to be dropped, I think it's completely unreasonable. I really do. I think it's really unfair to say that Sterling should be dropped from the team. I know that a lot of people have things against him for various reasons, and his form wasn't great at the end of the season. But the guy scored 3 goals. No one else on our team is in that kind of form where they're scoring all the time. So he has to play. Grealish, again, everyone, this is not some amazing observation. Grealish has to play. And I say this, and I like Mason Mount a lot more than I like Jack Grealish, but Jack Grealish has literally proved that he's the most creative player in this team. Things happen when he's on the pitch in this team. So stick him in the number 10. Those 3 positions, I can't see it going any other way. I know they're talking about Jadon Sancho starting, but I couldn't disagree more. Honestly, I could not disagree more. Up front, this is where a lot of the slating is going to come in, but I have opted for Dominic Calvert-Lewin instead of Harry Kane. Now listen, I'm not trying to say that Calvert-Lewin is a better player than Kane. Kane is world class. He's a world class forward. But he, in this competition, in the 4 games that we have played, he is literally a hindrance to this team. And the reason why I say that is because everything has to be about him. Because he's the world-class player and he's supposed to be the key to everything. I mean, Grealish is actually the key to everything, but England kind of play as if they're trying to get everything through Harry Kane. And because of that, he's not on form and it's letting our entire team down, to be honest. So I think Calvert-Lewin just had something a little bit different. He adds a little bit of something different. He runs in behind. He's better in the air than Harry Kane. He just works a little bit harder. He's not as good on the ball. He's probably not quite as good of a finisher on both feet as Harry Kane is. Won't score from long range in the same way. But he'll work his socks off, and if you give him an easy opportunity like we've been given to Harry Kane, he'll score all of them because he wants to prove a point. So I think this is the time for Calvert-Lewin. International competitions, it's not a fucking Premier League season. We've not got 30 games to wait for Harry Kane to get good. We haven't got that time. He needs to come good right now or we're going to go out. Like, we could very well get beaten by Ukraine or, whoever wins out of Denmark and Czech Republic. We could get beaten by those teams if Harry Kane plays and he sucks. So let's play Calvert-Lewin. Let's give him a chance. If he's shit, put Kane back in. I don't care. But this idea that Kane is this untouchable player is not for me. Thank you for listening, guys. I'm sure you'll have your opinions on this one, but as I say, please like and subscribe for more content if you like the content that I'm putting out, and obviously any feedback is always appreciated. Thank you.